I feel like this is the best system for me, and the playbook is I've figured out like you can't really stop our playbook. It's just something. It's just everything about their plays just is a way for us to attack the defense in every type of way.
Sky Moore wearing number 24 for the Kansas City Chiefs is part of this number revolution, and you don't expect to see a receiver in 24. I like it, though. I like it.
Too.
I am not going to go get off my lawn. I'd like to see even more flexibility in the wearing of numbers. We don't have a whole lot of flexibility on time here because we talked too much earlier in the show. This draft today, the rookies we can't wait to see in action in 2022. Chris, the first pick is yours.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with the obvious one here. I mean, the Christian Watson, top of the second round, the Green Bay Packers, the guy that,
I don't know how obvious that is. How's that obvious?
I
wouldn't say that's
all right,
obvious.
Good. You're right.
It's not even a first-round pick.
You're right. Okay. You know why I say it's obvious? Because I feel like I've talked about it a few times with it and like that. But for me, that's one I can't wait to see in action for a lot of reasons. One, he's extremely talented, and, I thought he was the second-best receiver in the draft this year. Two, he's from small school. So, wait, I want to see if I thought it definitely is going to translate. I just want to make sure. I want to see that part. Small school, North Dakota State. Hey, all right, now he's in the NFL. What's the transition going to be like? And then I think ultimately just why I want to see it, of course, is for the obvious and the fact that we know that they don't really have a slam dunk number one receiver up there in Green Bay. And this guy will clearly be the most talented guy on the roster. And just to see how it starts off and kind of the role they, assemble for him, I'm very excited to see that for a lot of different reasons, let alone the talent the guy has.
Easy one for me, Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the week one starter. I think Mike Tomlin's going to do everything he can to get him ready to go. He'll beat out Mitchell Trubisky. He'll be the guy. I want to see what he can do. They believe in him. They're not troubled by the hand size issue. They think he can play. They know him very well from his time with Pitt. It's a great story that he got to stay in town, in the same building, literally where they play and where they practice. I can't wait to see what Pickett does.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, that's definitely one of the big, question marks or talking points of the draft. Just, Pickett, how talented is he? We know he's a pro, all of that. He's played in a pro offense. But I'm with you. We'll all have our bright lights on that one. I think Kenneth Walker for the Seattle Seahawks is the guy that I can't wait to see in action more than anybody.
Ken.
He likes Ken?
Ken.
All right.
He wants Ken now.
All right, cool. I'm down with Ken. Ken Walker, though, that to me was one of my favorite people to evaluate in this whole draft. Was for hands down the best between the tackles runner in the draft. I know Breece Hall, yes, he catches the ball to the backfield, and a lot of the media people loved him. The teams I knew in football, the majority of them had Ken Walker as the number one running back in the draft, and Breece Hall was two. And I'm excited to see him. Up in Seattle, they're going to run him and try to base the offense around him, and he's exciting, Mike, like we've talked about. I mean, he can run you over, break your ankles, or run by you. He's got a special skill set.
After his first rookie minicamp practice this weekend, Pete Carroll
I heard
to comment on Walker's performance, and he said he has a rocket. Not up his ass. He did not say that like you do, but he did say he has a rocket.
It's a rocket. It's 2.5 rockets up his ass. So it's there. I'll say it for Pete. It's borderline 3. It's rare to see a guy that kind of power who can go 80 yards to the house. It's very rare. That's where I'm pumped to see this kid.
Between him and Rashad Penny, who came on last year, they got Travis Homer.
Yeah, right.
They got DJ Dallas. Chris Carson, I think the fact that they drafted Walker tells you that they don't expect much from Carson. He had the neck problem last year. But defense, running game, quarterback is an afterthought. Another reason why they're not after a quarterback. I'm going to go, and you know what? I got to go to the top of the draft with Aidan Hutchinson, the guy who
I thought about that.
Carved out of a block of granite to play for the Detroit Lions, the embodiment of what this team is trying to become. They ran the as we said they should, and as others said they should, they ran the card to the podium and pissed off the league because the league wants to let
some commercials.
The first night of the draft marinate a little bit.
Right.
We want a little uncertainty here. We don't want a 10-pick backlog. Take your 10 minutes, not 10 seconds, Lions. They can't wait to see him in uniform. I can't wait to see what he does for the Lions.
Yeah, I'm with you there all the way. It just seems like a match made in heaven like we talked about the day after the draft. So it's perfect, and I can't wait to see it either.
Okay, there's the selection so far. The rookies we can't wait to see in action in 2022. Chris, you're up for round 3.
All right, I'm going to have some fun here. You know, there's some ones here that I'm certainly got, like, my bright lights on. But this one's like, I just can't wait to see this because I want to see this on the field. Jordan Davis. I cannot wait to see him on the field for the Philadelphia Eagles, all right? Because, first off, he's just a monster of a human being and, like, an unreal athlete. But you put his big ass next to Fletcher Cox's big ass, and then you put it next to Javon Hargrove's big ass, that'll be the biggest 3 asses in the history of football on a defensive line all at one time. I want to see that. I want to see the end zone cut. I'm going to show everybody week 1 of the NFL season. We're going to get end zone cut. I'm going to look and go, look at the size of these guys' asses, and this is why no one can run on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what I want to see. So I'm kind of excited for that.
It's a lovely lovely
you.
thought. I'm going to go one pick after. I thought you were going where I'm going. Kyle Hamilton, the great safety from Notre Dame, goes into the Ravens. Just like the perfect. It's one of those picks where when he landed there, it's like, man, this is perfect.
How did that
Why
happen?
didn't we see this coming?
Right.
Yeah. Now, they wanted Jordan Davis. They got leapfrogged by the Eagles. But Kyle Hamilton is going to be perfect there, and just the impact that he can make, the coaching he's going to get, the way he's going to perform from a defensive perspective. But we've gone half the draft with defensive players. It's an offensive league, but it's 2 sides to it. You got to have a good defense if you want to win. Chris, they announced today, Monday night doubleheader week 2, Bills Titans at 7:15 Eastern on ESPN, and then at 8:30 Eastern on ABC.
Wow.
Vikings at Eagles. Overlap between the 2 games.
Interesting.
Overlap.
Interesting. Like,
Not
first
back
off,
to back.
interested
Overlap.
that it's week 2 and it's overlap. I mean, it'll be great. The Titans-Bills game will definitely be center stage on my TV, and I'll be rooting for the Eagles to crap on your Vikings. It'll be great. Great night.
You get to see those 3 big asses lined up
Exactly.
one after another
Boom,
on
way to tie
national
it
TV
together.
on ABC.
Right.
There we go. But they're going to do this more and more often. Not a 6-hour odyssey, but overlap Monday night games.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.